pals, welcome to today's Fiber Friday. Today we are going over all of my WIPs. Now I know I did a WIP video like a month and a half ago. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have glare on my glasses today. Brighter than heck in Seattle right now. And I could like flip my glasses up, but then they slide down my head. So you're gonna have to deal with it if I have glare. Anyway, I have been wanting to do this for a while because I don't know how many WIPs I actually have. Like I went through boxes and bins and totes and bags and everything to find all of my WIPs. So some of these I don't even know what the heck they are. Some of them have like 3 or 4 WIPs in the bag. We're gonna figure it out. I don't know how many of them I'm gonna frog. I do know there's one project in particular that I will, but I don't really know. A lot of them are just really close to being finished. I just need to finish them. That's the main thing. So we're gonna go through all of my WIPs. I also wanted to clarify, if you're wondering why there's so many jump cuts in my videos, it's because I say like every other sentence, and I just cut the ums out. Like, it'll be annoying if you have to listen to me say that over and over again, and then somebody will comment. So just wanted to let you know, it's a thing. That's why I make all the jump cuts. So here is our first WIP. Okay, first WIP basket thing. This is something I know I'm going to be frogging. So this is the first panel of the Khaled top. It's on Ravelry. It's super cute, but the reason I'm frogging it is I don't have enough yarn to finish it. That's another project. I just don't have enough yarn to finish it. I thought I bought enough, but the yarn measurements on the pattern don't match how much yarn I bought. So I'm gonna frog it. I don't know what else I'm gonna make with this. I might just do a shawl or something because I love this yarn. It's Sorella yarn. It's from their Gilmore Girls collection. So this is a film by Kirk and something else. I can't remember what it is, but that's what these are. So this, frogging. So first project, we're frogging. The next project that I have that was in that box, it's just a repair. I have these socks and a moth or a bug or something made a hole in it. So I put all my other socks in the freezer, and they've been there for like 3 months now, but I have to fix this one. So I'm just gonna set this one aside because I can repair that pretty quickly, and then that one is done. Okay, so this one is a project that I'm working on. This is so I haven't really talked about this design yet. This is like a new thing that I'm making. It's going to end up being a dress. So this is the top part of it. And then this is where the dress starts. And then it's got all of this I-cord that I tie it all up with. It's hard to see it here. Like, the vision is visioning, but maybe not for you. And then after that, I have red and white yarn, and I'm making a cape to go with it. So if you can figure out what all of these colors stand for, then you might know what the project is. But if you don't, it's a secret and you'll see it soon. But this is a project that I'm going to keep for sure. This is 2 projects as well. So these are my blankets. Obviously I'm keeping these ones. So this is my temperature blanket. Let me make sure I'm picking it up right. So this is my temperature blanket. So this I'm still working on. I've got to seam these hexagons to it this week. And then this is my granny square blanket. This is got some work to be done. I really just need to seam it, put the rest of the squares on it, and then just call it a day. I'm not frogging either of these. I'm still working on my temperature blanket. I think my granny square blanket, I'm just gonna end it early instead of making the giant blanket that I was gonna make, just so it's done, and that way I don't have to frog like 100 granny squares, because that doesn't seem like a good time. So I think I can do that like relatively soon. I should probably get a notebook and write down all of these WIPs and like what my plans are for them. Grab another one. I have a lot down here. So here's another basket of things. This is 2 projects. This is my lakeside dress. So panel for that, panel for that, panel for that. These are cable markers for this other project. Oh, all of my washi tape is also in here apparently, and some glue dots. And then this, I'm not frogging either. This is my rom-com cardigan from Barley and Flax. Is anybody else like me? I just toss my knitting needles in here. I never use the needle stoppers. Well, I do sometimes, but not very frequently. I just like throw them in here. But anyway, this is my rom-com cardi. It's my first cable knit. Ah, basket's falling. It's my first cable knit sweater cardigan thing. So I'm working on that. I'm just like taking a break on it because it's summer, springtime, and I wanted, well, and then the other reason was I didn't have actual like cable. Sorry, Ikora's messing with stuff. I didn't have real cable things. Stitch holders? I think that's what they're called. Hold on. Yeah, stitch holders. I didn't have any of these to hold my cables, and the cable holders that I had were too small, so my cables, or my stitches kept falling off of them, and it was ticking me off. So I got those. Those should work better. We're gonna finish that project. I'm thinking by fall, because I'd like to have it for fall. I might get like excited though and jump back into it just because I got those stitch markers now, so, or stitch holders now. So let's get into another project. All right, let's see what the one Ikora was messing with was. Oh, okay, I'm not well, I'm technically frogging this, but this is all of my black neon DK weight yarn from Quarter Cakes. I'm making a skirt with this. I forgot I had this, and I need to update my spreadsheet with all my WIPs. That's what I'm gonna do after this. I'm gonna update my spreadsheet, and then I will remember what I have. Oh, this is just a bag of acrylic. I'm making yarn cake holders with my mini knitting machine, so that way I can put all of my neon yarns in yarn cakes and they won't fall apart. That is another project. I'll show you that shortly. This is my next bag. This is also multiple projects. This is my mohair top. There's absolutely no way in heck I am frogging this because it won't frog, but I'm almost done. See, I tie my needles so that way they don't come apart. Oops, get out of there. My yarn is stuck in a stitch marker. There we go. I'm almost to where I can split for sleeves, which is surprising, but my rounds just take me forever, so it's just a slow project. And then the other project in this is a tank top. This doesn't look like much right now, and it also doesn't look like it fit me, but that's just because I don't have needles on it. I have end holders, stoppers, whatever, on this one because I needed the needles. But this, if I sat down and like focused for a weekend, I could finish it. I'm not frogging it either. I want to finish it. I have an emotional connection to too many of these patterns. That's my thought. All right, let's do a little bag. So got this little one. Oh, this is my knit dishcloth. I'm almost done with this. This was just sitting on my desk and now I put it away. And apparently I stopped in the middle of a row. But this is my knit dishcloth. It's almost done. This is Dishy yarn from Knit Picks. I'm gonna put this with my sock because I can finish this pretty quick. And that will be 2 more projects that I finished. Sock, go there. Oh, I need to put this away. And by put it away, I mean throw it back in the box. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more bags, I think, maybe 7. All right, so we have this one. Oh, this is my Heat Waves top. I just started this one because of course I just started more projects, not that I had enough WIPs. This is my Heat Waves top. I just started the lace. I'm on like row 7 of the lace. You can kind of tell a little bit in the green. But yeah, this is all my Heat Waves yarn. It's all mandala string. It's their size 1 mandala yarn. I don't like it for crocheting at all. Absolutely hate it. But I like it for knitting a lot. It's pretty smooth, so I'm gonna keep using it. All right, in this bag, my non-binary cardigan is in here, my Tunisian non-binary. What is it with me and stopping in the middle of rows? This is the start of it. It'll take a while too. None of my Pride projects was I anticipating on finishing during Pride. I thought it would be cool if I did, but I'm probably not going to. What's in this one? Ooh, this is a frog. This is a frog. Okay, so I started this knit scarf for my partner and I realized I absolutely hate it. So I'm gonna frog this one and then I'm gonna restart it. I don't think I'm gonna knit it. I think I'm gonna crochet it. So that is a frog, but that is a pattern that is coming this fall. That's why I want to make sure it like makes sense, but it does not make sense in knitting right now. The yarn is a little busy for what I'm doing. So I'm going to simplify it, go crochet, and it should be good to go. And in this bag, multiple projects again. Both of these are hobby projects. This is a knit secret. knit secret. Can't tell you about it, knit secret. And then this is my other blanket that I'm working on, my hobby blanket, made with their Sultan Shadow yarn. It looks like this. And I love it. I'm using the 1 to 3 method on that one too, so I don't have to work with like size 1 yarn for a whole blanket. All right, we've got 3 left. So we've got these 2, one of these. This is just yarn that I'm making. So I already made the beanie for it. And now I'm making fingerless gloves to match. I haven't started them, but I put them in the bag so I remembered to do it. And then this one I think is my sock. Yeah, this one is, again, I'm in the middle of a freaking row. I'm finishing this sock so I can start my Ruinous Love Trilogy yarn socks from Apple Blossom Yarns. I just got in, hold on, I'll show you. This is from the Ruinous Love Trilogy, so this matches one of my favorite book series is Butcher and Blackbird, Leather and Lark, and Scythe and Sparrow. And then they also make, there's 2 of them. They also made this Orb Weaver skein for me, which is like a dream and a delight. But this is the sock set. This is what I want to cast on next. So I have to finish that sock first. But I'm almost done. I just have the rest of my foot and the toe left. All right, and this is my last project. Oh, this is my neon blanket. Yeah. This is my crochet, Tunisian crochet, which I'm also in the middle of a row, neon pride blanket. So this is the vibe so far. Hold on, let me get it. Is that not so cool? So this is the vibe, and then we've got the yellow that I'm working with, the orange that I just finished. Next we go to this green color, and then we have blue, and then we have purple, and that'll be my blanket, and I'm just doing it in like stripes, and it'll be really cool. But yeah, that is my last WIP. So I'm technically only frogging 2 WIPs, which I think is pretty good, because that means everything that I'm making is pretty intentional, and I wanted to make it. So I think that's pretty good. What do you think? Do you think there's any other projects in that stash that I should frog because I just didn't seem super excited about it and I didn't realize it? Or I don't know. I know I'm gonna frog these 2, that'll be fine. I'm gonna work on these ones, and then I'll show you in July what I finished, and we are gonna have an update on my temperature blanket at the end of June, and on my reading goals at the end of June. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel, like this video, and yeah, I'm going to hop off here, and then I'm gonna go record one more video for Sunday, and that's my bookish banter, so stick around. And yeah, that's all my WIPs. I will see you next time. Bye.